Hey guys, thank you for joining me for Wow Me Wednesday. Today is part 2 of 2 on a quick series about your introduction bio and how to make it enticing and a strong first impression for your audience members when you're giving a presentation. And before I get started on that, as you can see, baby boy Irish is not ready to make his debut yet. So in the meantime, I am still here giving you insights and tips live for Wow Me Wednesday. Don't know about next Wednesday, so we'll see about that. So back to the introduction bios. Last week I shared with you what to include in your first 2 sentences. That'll make up your first paragraph. So be sure to watch that if you haven't seen that one yet. Today, I'm going to talk about how to wrap up your bio. Now, when it comes to the introduction bio, your written bio that might be in a program or a flyer to introduce yourself is different than the introduction bio that someone is going to say out loud to introduce you right before your presentation. That it might be the MC reading or the president of the organization that you're presenting for. So keep that in mind. Your bio, your written bio for the program can be longer and oftentimes is. That includes your accolades, where you went to school, and obviously what you do, what your business is about, books you've written, etc. For your spoken one, that's what I'm going to be tackling today. At least the second part of it. And I'll share with you my introduction bio as an example. So to finish up your introduction bio in your second paragraph, you should include, if you have any books that you've written, include at least one book maybe that you've written that is most pertinent to what you're talking about, or maybe the most popular. You can also include people that you have helped. It doesn't have to be by name, but it could be corporations, or it could be a title of an executive, the president of blah, blah, blah corporation that you've worked with, just to show your experience. And also maybe places, magazines, journals that you've been published in, where your articles have been published in Forbes magazine, in Fast Company, etc. So those are some things that you can include. I would leave out where you went to school, unless you're speaking to a group of alumni, right? And that, in that case, it's much more pertinent and you're going to have everyone cheering for you. And also, maybe don't include all the minutia of where you've been throughout all your career. So I'll give you an example of my bio. And I actually had to write a proposal for a national conference that I'm pitching myself for that's coming up, and I had to include my bio. So this is a really good exercise for me to really reflect. And that's something that I encourage you to do too. Your bio could change continuously. So as you're pitching yourself, as you're writing your bio for various presentations, it could change depending on your audience, just like the content of your presentation. So here is my bio, and I changed a little bit from last week what I shared with you, and I'll walk you through that. So here it goes. Let me know what you think. Jessica Chang Irish is an Emmy Award-winning news reporter turned marketing specialist and public speaking coach who works with business owners, entrepreneurs, executives, corporate teams, and other professionals to develop confidence in their public and on-camera speaking skills. After 2 decades of experience building connections with audiences through storytelling and curated messages, Jessica believes that with the right strategies and preparation, anyone can manage their fears of public speaking, shine in the spotlight, and rise in their career. So that's 2 sentences. And what I added and I changed from last week is I added in who I help. That's why I'd mentioned business owners, entrepreneurs. So if you are one of them, then you know you're in my target audience, right? And also really important to include is the problem that you solve. Developing confidence, managing fears of public speaking. So on to the next couple of sentences to wrap it up. Jessica has more than a decade of experience in TV news reporting and producing, plus 10 years of experience in marketing and outreach for universities and nonprofit organizations. Since founding her consulting business, Jessica Chang Consulting, she has helped hundreds of professionals and students become more confident speakers. And we're excited to have her do the same for us today. Let's welcome Jessica Chang Irish. And so that's the segue into my presentation. My written bio goes on to talk about how I'm a consultant for the Valley Sierra Small Business Development Center and where I've lived and worked for my journalism career, where I went to school, what my degree was. So as I said, that can be included in your written bio, but not necessarily in your spoken verbal bio for the person introducing you. And again, you're responsible for providing that to them. So be sure to make it enticing and really specific for your target audience. Hi, Kara. Thank you for tuning in live to watch this. All right, I hope that was helpful for you guys. Be sure to watch both last week's and this week's episode to really fully grasp the introduction bio to make that really strong first impression for your audience of your presentation. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time for Wow Me Wednesday, and I might have a special guest with me. See you then.